What is up everybody, Gifford here and welcome back to another video. I'm back from holiday and this video is about selling call options and how I make $100 a week from it, and it's pretty simple and let's go over it right now. So for those that don't know what options trading is, give this a bit of a pause and give it a read. I'm not going to go over this right now, I've got other videos on it, but this is just to give you a good bit of information and remembering that this is a high risk strategy. So what we're going to do is go into my Interactive Brokers account. It's a US sort of platform and I'm here from New Zealand, and what I'm doing is I'm selling calls on MPW and my Sharesies stock. So I own the shares and a strategy is selling covered calls on it while I have them. So this is the Interactive Brokers interface. This is their trader station. Now don't get overwhelmed by all these charts here. Basically we're just looking at the position MPW. So I've got 4 graphs here just to tell me what the stock chart is doing. So this is the 1 minute, that's the hourly, that there is the daily and also the weekly, but we're not going to talk about any of this charting stuff here. But basically up here you can see that I've got 1300 shares of MPW at a cost basis there, and that's the average price per, but remembering that Interactive Brokers doesn't actually have the correct price that is taken off, that's just the average that they calculate. So my price per actual stock, my realized price is actually $5.30, $5.40. So it's a bit better than this one here, but I just leave that there because I can't be bothered changing it really. So with the strategy, what I'm doing is I'm selling calls on it, because what I initially did, and I do have a video on that, is I sold puts to be able to be assigned the shares and then I own them. Unfortunately MPW, as you can see there, here, it went down. It was at about $20 and I started buying at about $13 and it kept going down, so then I had to keep averaging down in my price. Now because I owned the shares and they never came back up, they never got taken away from me, so all I've been doing is making extra money on the shares that I own. So we can see my positions on MPW. I've got a $6 call that I've sold here, there's 2 of them. I've got $5.50, there's 3 of them, and there's another $5.50 there at a different expiration, and there's 8 of them there, and I've been collecting money from that. So let's pretend I haven't sold any shares in MPW yet. What I want to do is come back here, let's show you how to actually sell calls on the trader platform. You'd right click here, go down to trading tools and then hit options chain. Let me move this a bit, let me get rid of this one here. Right, so this gives you the options chain. Now what you want to do is have a look at MPW here on the weekly and see that it has hovering around about the $4 or $5 mark, but obviously I don't want to sell less than my average, so my true average is about $5.40. What I want to do is I want to sell shares at $5.50. That's for if the price does come up and I do sell the shares at $5.50, I'm going to be making some money. Also the premiums that I'm going to get from this, as well as the share price appreciation. So it's given us some dates here, and remembering the market is not open right now, so we've got some expired data on here, but that's okay. So first what we do is make sure it's on calls, because we are selling calls, and then I like to typically do my expiration dates about a month out or 2 months out, so 35 days is pretty good, some January ones there. So let's have a look at the $5.50 mark. We can see that the $5.50 mark, the bid size is a bit small because the market is not open right now. This is just an example I'm showing you, but we can see that I can sell it between 5 cents or 7 cents. Now remember, this is a contract, so you multiply this by 100, so we're getting paid per contract every 100 shares. It's either $5 or $7 in between then. There's just a bid and an ask price. So bringing up the calculator, let's say that it's $6 average price and we want to sell it for $5.50. So since we have 13 contracts, we will just go 13 times $6 is $78. So for this one here, 35 days out, we will do a options contract to sell our shares, all 1300 of them, and we get paid $78 straight away. That's income straight there, because what we're saying is even though the share price right now is about $4, we're willing to sell our shares at $5.50 to be able to do that contract, and someone has the right to do that. They're going to pay us $78. So essentially in the strategy, this is how I am making my money. I'm selling calls on the shares that I have, as well as getting paid the dividends that the shares are owning. Now obviously with MPW, I can't just make $100 on MPW itself. I actually am doing that with Sharesies as well, and you can see there they're my actual positions. So with the Interactive Brokers interface, it's quite hard to track, so actually what I do is I have my own Excel tracker. It makes things a lot easier, and then I can actually see how much money is coming in, what positions I have open, and what dates they expire. Now along with this, I also put it into a calendar that notifies me what's going on and how things are working. We can see here the yellow is my current open position. So in the last example I showed you that I get paid 6 cents. What I actually do is I use charting to find the best price. So you can see here that I'm getting paid, what is it, 18 cents, 29 cents, $1.37. Obviously, if you times it by 100 for the 100 shares, because it's in contracts, you can see here that it turns into $36, $87, $137, $80, and $60. And these are my open ones, right? So if we move along to over here, I then track all the trades I do, and we come through here and we can see that I have a target of $54 per week, and that's USD. That equates to roughly $90 New Zealand, or $100. It should be closer to $100. But anyway, I have this tracker here. These are the weeks that I've been doing it, and these are also the trades, and I'm adding all my money across here. So what we can see is that, am I getting the $54, which is $100 a week roughly? So that's yes on that week there, week 37. So this is 2024, and we can see we're up to week 50 at the moment, and you can see there that yes, I've got it, because this week I actually earned $71. Next week I earn $71 because of the contract days and how they are, and you can see here that I've also started earning a little bit of money ahead in the future. And this is what options trading is, and this is why you actually need a tracker. So anyway, just to show you what's happening, I've actually been earning more than $100. We can see here that this is my week counter, so it's 15 weeks across here, and I've been earning an average of 141 US dollars. So it's been going pretty well, because I've had some pretty big weeks in here. So that one there was $608 for that week, and has really bumped everything up. But like all things, always not going to be like that. I'm going to have some slow weeks just in here, or even zero trades there, because nothing really happened, or the stock price hasn't really gone my way. So I've earned zero money there, but that's okay. You know, there's a run here of about 4 weeks where I didn't earn that money, but these other weeks will make up for it. And over here, the grand total so far for 15 weeks that I've been doing this is $2,121. Now, I was doing this a couple of years ago, but now I've just gotten back into it, that I've found another stock to kind of wheel, which is Celsius stock. So hopefully everything goes right. So the combination of MPW and Celsius stock is really making sure that I do earn at least 100 New Zealand dollars every week, and this is good passive income, right? This takes me about half an hour to an hour every week, and it's extra money that I'm getting. Now, the only way I would lose all this money here is if the stock price was actually to go down, but that is the risk that you have with stocks and how you're investing. Obviously, I've got to keep track exactly of how these stocks are tracking, how they're performing well, and then also have some exit strategies, but that's for another video. So that's me showing you how I use Interactive Brokers and the Trader Station to be able to do these options contracts. In fact, I don't actually use the Trader Station that much. I use the phone app that they have, because it's just easier to do it on there, and I do it on the go when I get price alerts as well. So $100 each week is nothing to laugh at. That is actually a decent amount of money, especially for me with a $20,000 New Zealand portfolio. I want to be able to grow this one day, but it's just good because I remember many years ago, for probably like 4 or 5 years ago, it was actually difficult to even save $100, and now I'm doing it passively without actually earning any of my own money and putting it in this account. I managed to do this because I have learned from other people, and I have had some people teach me how to do this, as well as watching YouTube videos. And learning the skill hasn't just been in the last couple of months, it's been many years actually, and I have lost some money in it, but now I think I'm starting to get a lot better and understanding risk and a lot more. Thank you very much for watching, and if you're interested in options trading, I'll put down a link to the playlist of what I've been doing in options trading and how I've been learning, and then I'll show you what I know. Click this video here if you want to see 4 investing strategies that I use to make money in the stock market. If you have any questions, pop them down below and I will answer them when I can. The trading platform I use is Interactive Brokers, Hatch Invest, Stake, and Sharesies for individual companies, and I use Investnow for index funds. If you want to start investing, you can use any of my referral codes down below to start your own investing journey if you are from New Zealand. If you want to hear more from me, you can follow me over on Instagram, where I post about stock market news and also my portfolios and what I'm doing in the market weekly. Hit like and subscribe to help me out as a new YouTuber, and I'll see you in the next video. Thank you.